Well, my thing in the studio was to just go for it and not hold back. Because anytime when you're first starting out with anything you do, I think there's a lot of hesitation and a self-confidence issue going into anything. Even when I first started music, I had Hawaiian music rather. Should I do it, or because I am not of Hawaiian blood, you know, so I always had that that hesitation. But through the years, getting all this respect, you know, just if it's in your heart, I think you should just do it. You know, and that's for yourself. That's why. And if you can feel good about what you do, then it'll definitely get out there with your peers and the general public or whoever's listening to your stuff. You know, I think so. Just have that confidence and just do what you feel is yourself. You know, and that's what makes an artist, I think.
There are several finalist nominations, is not only the most for any one artist this year, but it's unusual any year.
Yeah.
And one of the ones that I'm most impressed by is that you are nominated for a Hawaiian language performance, and that's not about popularity. That's about the language.
Yeah, it's a technical category, and when I found out, I was, you know, aside from the other six categories, this one in particular really puzzled me. You know, I mean, I tried my best to pronunciate every word to the best of my abilities and my knowledge, you know, not to disgrace the Hawaiian language or, you know, and I basically just put my best foot forward and try to do my best in the studio and even performing live too, and be aware of what I'm singing with the pronunciation and enunciation with the Hawaiian language. So it's a treat being up there in the category with all these manaleo, these people that really speak Hawaiian language. So it's a real treat for me.
Yeah. When you were working on the album, you know, were you thinking in terms of this might be, you know, they might like it this much, or what were your thoughts?
You know, it's been years since I've been trying to do a solo CD and really get my own name out there, and I just wanted to do it for myself and for my family, and of course my musician peers to enjoy what I do. And I've never anticipated going this far as the nominations or you know, so it's an honor, you know, and like I said, it's a surprise to me. Yeah. So I'm just soaking it all up.
Yeah. Is there more pressure to being a solo artist? More freedom to being a solo artist?
I think a little bit of both. As far as because you're the main focus now. Of course, you got the band behind you at sometimes, but they're just for support basically. And they all understand that it's you up front, and it's a lot to get used to because I've been doing a lot of group work, you know. So the solo thing, you know, there is a lot of pressure. But then again, as far as, you know, like you said, freedom or the ability to make your own decisions is nice too.
Yeah.
You know, your own ideas. Everybody, you know, can only support that. You know, because that's what you want to do as a soloist. So that's the positives of both sides.
Had you done a lot of recording with other people, or?
I did some group recordings, but nothing. It was more of just a project. It wasn't to get anything out there, you know. But that's not where my heart was at in those times where I wanted to do a solo project, and it just because of those projects, I wasn't able to accomplish what I have now with the solo project. So throughout my whole music career, I've been known as the one that captivates the audience as far as what I sing and, you know, of course, my appearance. So it was a goal of mine to accomplish a solo CD. Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit more about the song for our video audience.
Kaleo Nalani. I wrote that song for my daughter, Ryan, Kaleo Nalani, who is gonna turn 6 the day after the Hokus. Well, the 31st of May, actually.
Yep.
So not far off of that. But yeah, it's just one of those songs that just kind of float on the paper, you know? There's songs where, and I'm sure it goes for writers too, where you just are stumped. You don't know what to write next. But this one just kind of just flew, and I've been telling the story, like I probably wrote that song in 5 to 10 minutes. That's music included, so it's special. I kind of put it on a shelf after I wrote it. I played it a few times at gigs and stuff, but I never really thought anything of it. So then I had the opportunity to perform it on the CD. I got tons of encouragement from a lot of family and friends to, you know, put it on a CD, and they say that's a song. That's a good song. And so it's basically I didn't look for anything technical as far as words or anything. I just wanted to just put my true feelings on the paper for my daughter, and even for my son, to have a son too, that, you know, but, you know, dads and daughters, they have that connection. But yeah, I was actually going through a rough patch with my family and stuff, so, and that kind of really turned everything around, you know, and to have this part of on the finals as far as the nominations and the ballots, it's crazy for me.
How long do you plan to wait before you do a second album?
I've been getting a lot of requests to do another one already. If I'm ready, I'm not sure. I want to. I know there needs to be one. I want to go. I haven't told anybody about my plans too much, but I actually want to veer from Hawaiian and go a little more contemporary. Maybe some original country stuff, and, you know, maybe another one of those Kaleo Nalani songs, and, you know, do a few Hawaiian numbers, but not primarily a Hawaiian album. But because that's my passion, is just music in general, and I love all genres, and so yeah, I want to, you know, try all different angles. But I hopefully within the next year get some sort of idea. So, but because it's my first album out now, I'm just trying to focus on that and soak up all this attention that it's getting now, which is great. And you've earned it, and you should have some time to enjoy it. I'm trying to. So it's fun. Hawaii is the home island, and the rest of us are your neighbor islands. Do you get a chance to go to the neighbor islands? Every so often. I visited Maui and Kauai last year. In fact, Maui earlier this year. Not too much though. I'm still trying to get established as a solo artist. You know, despite the attention with the nominations and stuff. It's still, I think it's always hard work and perseverance to get yourself out there, and get the music out there rather. You know, so that's all I'm trying to do, is just get the music out there and share the music with, whether it's the neighbor islands or the world, Japan, places like that.